People, ladies and gentleromiums. I mean, NFL week 2 in the books. I'm going to tell you something, man. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into week 2. All the drama, all the injuries. We're going to talk about some scores and all that shit on this episode of Fake Ass Sport Network, man. Let's go ahead and get right into the NFL as a whole's most pressing matter, and that's the fact that Jimmy Garoppolo, who's played the first 1.5 games for the New England Patriots, has completely brutalized defenses already. Okay? In the second quarter in Sunday's game, he was injured by a hit, a very, very 100% illegal, dirty hit from Kiko Alonso, okay? Whereas he sprained his AC joint in his shoulder. This was the worst, the NFL needs to look into this hit, okay? I'll say that. But that's the most pressing issue the NFL has, all right? The most important. In that game, Brady's backup, which is Jacoby Brissett, had to come into the game. We were able to beat Miami even with all those backups. There's no competition for Jimmy Garoppolo, but we have this guy. Jacoby Brissett is on his way to becoming the greatest quarterback in the history of history. He's probably going to start Thursday night against the Houston Texans, and he's going to lay waste to them too. They're doing it for their guy, for Brady, who was wrongfully punished for some weird shit. Air pressure and a ball. Fucking air pressure and a ball, people. I really want you to just close your eyes for a minute. Even if you hate the Patriots, close your eyes for a minute and think of this. 15 years of success, a couple of ounces of air in a ball. See? That's all you needed to do. Anyway, that's the most pressing issue. There's a couple more issues, like, Adrian Peterson hurt himself too. He has some kind of a torn meniscus or something like that. But the main thing you guys need to understand is Brady comes back in 2 games. There's a lot of important Owens. There's Owen Wilson, there's Owen Daniels, and then there's 0-2, and that's Miami's record. So let's move on from there. All right, people, here are your winners from week 2. The Jets over Buffalo. You got Bills, I got Jets. Carolina over San Francisco. Baltimore goes into Cleveland, beats them up. Tennessee wins in Detroit. I don't even know how the hell that happened, but it happened. Mariota, good for you. Yay. Kansas City loses to Houston. Houston wins at home, just like I called. People, I'm telling you, man, pay attention to my pick. Pay attention to my picks, man. By the way, picks are coming out tomorrow. I have a special guest for that, too. Special guest. Houston wins at home. New England wins at home, commits genocide on Miami. New York Giants beat New Orleans at home. New Orleans can't win a game, nor should they. Drew Brees is the most overpaid, overrated quarterback ever. All right, then we got Pittsburgh wins at home against Cincy. I don't know if you guys remember last year, that playoff divisional game or whatever. It was violence. It was shootouts. They were shooting each other on the field. It was crazy. Pittsburgh wins again. Marvin Lewis, time to go. Dallas beats Washington in Washington. Ezekiel Elliott, their new rookie running back, awesome talent. He just fumbled 27 times, no good. Arizona wins. Oh my God, Arizona did Tampa Bay. How Holly Holm did Ronda Rousey. Arizona 40, Tampa Bay 7. They can only muster 7 points. It was not Jameis Winston's best game. Follow my picks, people. I picked Arizona. I knew Arizona was going to be all mad because the Patriots went in there with a backup and slapped them all around in their own house. So that's that one. LA Rams beat Seattle in their first game home. Remember last week I was telling you LA Rams couldn't score a point. Well, they scored 9. The score was 9-3. Yep, 9-3. You didn't hear it incorrect. It's not baseball. 9-3. Denver beats Indianapolis at home. Denver, which happens to be one of the only NFL teams, actually probably the only NFL team that plays every single one of its 2016 games at home, wins 34-20. I called it on my picks. Andrew Luck had no chance going in that building. Talib has another pick 6. Atlanta goes into Oakland and beats them. I called Oakland to win that game. I don't know what the hell happened. In that game, there was like 47 different kind of fights in the stands. People don't know how to act over there. I don't know. They're just upset. They want to win. I understand. Well, I don't understand because my team always wins, but I understand why they are mad because their team never wins. Jacksonville goes into San Diego and gets smashed up. San Diego did unspeakable acts to Jacksonville in that game, brought them back down to earth. Both those teams are 1-1 now. Green Bay goes into Minnesota. Green Bay, probably one of the most overrated teams in the history of everything. They go in there and get smacked. Minnesota doesn't know how to lose to them. Last game, Monday nighter, Philly at Chicago. I called Philly. Chicago just sucks. 29-14. That new kid Wentz is tearing it up over there in Philly. And those are your scores. And remember, people, tune in tomorrow because we have our week 3 picks. Picks. Tune in tomorrow, man. And like, subscribe, do all that shit, bruh.